Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Sensei, and welcome to my dojo. Today's topic is how to actually improve your aim in Siege. I'm making this video to clear up any misconceptions and to help you get that spin bot type aim that you guys want. First tip is to stop autopiloting in your T-hunts and in game. You want to focus on what you actually want to improve at, otherwise your aim will stagnate and you will plateau. You'll stay in the same rank and wonder why you can't win games. It's because you're making the same core mistakes you've always been making. Have you ever started playing a new game that you just bought and you find yourself grasping onto any new piece of information that's thrown in your way? Over the first couple of days or weeks, you see massive improvements. Then you get to the point where your brain feels comfortable, and then those improvements seem to slow down tremendously or even stop. Where you have to get a hold of that same mindset you had whenever you started playing in order to start improving again. That's how pros get so good. They never let go of that learning mindset. Most people are so focused on getting a higher rank and not losing that they don't actually improve at anything in order to stay in that higher rank, and their rank suffers and their KD suffers. So guys, just make sure to start focusing on what you actually need to improve at and focus on your mistakes, and I promise you'll start seeing improvements. Next up is to start taking more risks in game. Now, you'll most likely die a lot first, but once your brain feels comfortable, you'll start winning gunfights, I promise you. To add on to that is to start playing in different positions. For instance, if you're playing Oregon and you're used to playing smoke and elbow, what happens when someone takes smoke and you're forced to play freezer? You'll likely feel uncomfortable and you'll lose your gunfights due to anxiety. Putting yourself in different situations makes you a much more versatile player. If you learn how to play different positions, it helps you learn angles, how to move better throughout the site or the map, depending on if you're roaming or not. The reason you may watch someone like Bolo swing an angle and just absolutely fry the enemy is because he knows exactly how to react and position his crosshair when peeking the angle, because he's played that same position probably hundreds or thousands of times. Next is to play more death matches than you do now. T-hunt is good for refining and fine-tuning your aim, but death matches where you build confidence and learn how to end engagements quickly and efficiently. One mistake people make in deathmatch is running their favorite op and weapon, which doesn't really help you improve. It's a good warm-up, but it doesn't get you that much better, you know. You want to use something like a pistol or the SMG-11, which punishes bad crosshair placement and not going for the head. When using the SMG-11, focus on bursting. You want to at least try to get 3 to 4 kills per mag, go for one taps, and go for the insane shots that you actually want to hit in a real game, but are too scared to try and ranked. The main thing to take away from this is to make yourself feel uncomfortable until you get comfortable. Guys, if you want to hit champion or have champion level aim, your crosshair placement has to be as close to perfect as possible. These guys are good, which means there isn't a lot of room for error. If your crosshair placement is slightly off and the enemy is prepared for you, then you will get absolutely fried. Okay, next up, this may be a bit controversial, but it is aim trainer versus no aim trainer. And I say yes, 100%. An aim trainer is very useful. Anyone who says otherwise has no idea how to actually use an aim trainer in order to get better aim in a tactical FPS. What they do is they download Kovacs or aim labs and just do Tau Frenzy or Grid Shot or some basic ass scenarios that your brain will treat as a warm-up, then get back on Siege and see zero improvements. Also, what they do is they go into an aim trainer and focus on having 95% accuracy, which isn't bad, but it doesn't cover everything. What needs to be emphasized for a tactical shooter is speed and reacting. Look at it like this. Say you have two people, right? One person hits the head 70% of the time, while person 2 hits the head 100% of the time. But person 1 reacts faster and moves his mouse faster than person 2. Person 1 will win that gunfight most of the time, even though his accuracy is lower due to him moving his mouse faster. This is where reactive tracking and speed target switching comes into play. I'm going to link a couple of videos in the descriptions that go into detail on why these types of scenarios are so important for tactical shooters. Make sure to go watch those and implement those tips into your training. Trust me, that's important. Now, another question is, do you need an aim trainer in order to get better siege aim? And the answer is no. This goes back to my previous tip, which was to take risks. You'll never improve if you don't put yourself in those hit the shot or get fried situations, even if you do use an aim trainer. Next up is have confidence. Confidence wins you a lot of your gunfights apart from luck sometimes. If you're not confident in your aim and movement, it will show. No confidence leads to shaking, which leads to missed shots. Now, how do you get confidence? It doesn't come easy. Let me tell you that. Confidence comes from experience and consistent practice. If you practice more than everyone else, and you know that you practice more than everyone else, that leads to confidence, because you believe that your practice should win you your gunfights. Now, that'll be all for today. Make sure to implement all of these tips in this video, and I promise you guys will see improvements. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your favorite operator. My favorite operator is Hyana.